This is Office Hours with Colin Quinn, and I'm Colin Quinn. I'm recording these answers to fans' questions from my dressing room at the Helen Hayes Theater, where I'm performing Colin Quinn, Long Story Short, on Broadway. The first question comes from Alex Joyce. Mr. Quinn, are we as a species any smarter now than we were 1,000 years ago? Well, 1,000 years ago was what, like, I guess it was 10, 11. So yeah, we are a lot smarter than we were in 10, 11, because in 10, 11 it was kind of like, I think it was like the Dark Ages and nothing was really happening, but we're dumber than we were 2,000 years ago during the ancient Greek civilization. So actually, I guess we started out very smart, then we got very dumb. Now we're sort of halfway between the two. That's not a very good trajectory, you know. So yeah, I would say we are smarter than 1,000 years ago, but we're dumber than 2,000 years ago. That's not a good sign, you know. It's bad. Okay, the second question is from Marcus V. Langston. One day the human race will die out. Do you think the cause will be a result of our actions or a natural disaster which we cannot survive or prevent? I think it'll be a combination of both. I think it'll be a natural disaster as a result of our actions. For example, let's say a riot in Africa, right? Let's say they have riots. Let's say they have civil war in Africa, civil unrest. So now they can't, coltan, which you use for computers and cell phones, can't get, you know, taken from them and put into all our computers. And then you have people in America with unrest because they're, you know, making fun of people with old computers and old cell phones. You know, people get embarrassed when somebody has an old cell phone now. It's a big insult among kids. So then Africa gets mad at us. They feel like they bomb, let's say they bomb Bill Gates up in Seattle. They bomb his house, but they miss the house. They hit let's say they hit a Starbucks in Seattle. There's a lot of Starbucks up there. Now South America gets mad at Africa because coffee, they import coffee to Starbucks, so it's hitting them right, you know, in their pocket. They invade Africa, which pisses off China because China has a lot of investment in Africa. So then China tries to invade South America, and then Russia gets jealous because, you know, Russia always feels like they were like the bad guy, and then suddenly China became the bad guy in the past 20 years, and they don't have like an identity anymore. So then they invade Poland just because they always like to invade Poland. It makes them feel good whenever they push around Poland. Then you got Poland. They want to fight back against Russia. So they invade, you know, Turkey just because, you know, they think it's Russia. You know, they're going into Russia, but they hit Turkey in accident. It's kind of a Polish joke, really. And so then you have almost a world war in your hands. So it becomes a natural disaster, but it starts with human faults. Human fault into, I think I'm going to write a book about faults, human and natural faults. It's about human disaster. And, well, anyway, I hope I answered your question, Marcus Langston, but you have to admit that's kind of a strange name, Marcus Langston.